Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
From the 63rd Annual O'Reilly Auto Parts Autorama at the George R. Brown Convention Center in Houston, Texas. Welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, we're going to talk to some of the participants in today's show. We're going to talk to Jim Tilley right out of the box here with his 65 Coronet Mr. Norm car. Later on, we're going to have Jeff have a segment on the mysterious shade tree mechanic.
Yeah.
Conrad has this week's car clinic. What's in the car clinic today?
Well, since we're celebrating Mr. Norm, and we were just talking about other dealers building supercars of the 60s and 70s, thought I'd talk a little bit about a few of the others as well.
Oh, good. That's great. That's perfect. Yeah, absolutely. All right. And then, we're going to have the usual bunch of boys here talking car stuff.
Bunch of boys.
Bunch of boys. That's exactly right. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. King Conrad DeLong to my left today. We need more Jeff Zekin over here. Chief engineer and bottle washer, David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad that you could join us on this Saturday. There's not a soul here.
Well, there's us souls. Our souls.
Well, there are souls, yes. Some of the cleanup people are here getting ready for today's show that opens in 2 hours, by the way. We'll have Larry Way on is going to talk about, ticket prices and all the good stuff that he's got going on here at the show today.
Between airport runs.
It's a packed house as far as actual displays are concerned. Matter of fact, we've got a motorcycle squeezed in over here to the right. Mm-hmm. There's lots of stuff here to see and do at this year's 63rd Autorama. And we invite you to come on down. If you can't, we're going to give you kind of a little mini tour of our own here around in the center of George R. Brown Convention Center. And by the way, speaking of center, we really are kind of smack dab in the center of the George R. Brown here.
Right in the middle of Hall C, so it's literally in the middle.
Yeah, and Tremec Transmissions is right there, and they've got a sign that you can see wherever you are inside the George R. Brown, and we're right here by it, as you can see.
Stepped right in the middle
of it. In the In Wheel Time Car Talk booth. Speaking of that, in the booth with us this morning is Jim Tilley 65 Coronet 500, the Mr. Norm car. Jim, you're a Louisiana boy.
Yes, sir.
How did you know Mike Mars? How did you? I'm sorry for that. But how did you and Mike get together? How do you know?
My son, Matt, lives in Nederland.
Really?
And so that's pretty close to Michael.
Oh, my God.
So he's got some stories about him.
Do you tell people this? Do you tell people this?
They keep it a secret.
So do we.
I think they met somewhere at a football game or something, and they were talking about cars and
drinking a beer, little brown water.
Yeah. So he showed a picture of the Coronet to Michael. And, he talked about I need to call up and do a podcast with you guys there, which I bummed there. So, and then Michael, of course, he asked to be a host, as guest on y'all's show here. So,
well, there's that. But I think more importantly, when Mars said we were looking for a car to bring in, we always try to get a really cool car every year to bring here. We've had some really nice cars. There's no doubt about it. Mm-hmm. And when he told me about that, I said, are you kidding me? He can bring it over here? He said, yeah. Well, there's no question. Let's have it.
Show the car to Houston.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this car's never been shown here. No. Have you ever brought it over here for anything?
No.
Never.
This is the first time here.
Okay. Okay, let's start from the very beginning, and let's tell people a little brief history of Mr. Norm and who Mr. Norm is.
Okay. Mr. Norm, whenever he was a teenager, him and his brother got into selling cars, used cars from their own home. So they saw where they made good sales. So, hey, let's go into the business. So I think they rented a building and they started selling used cars. And then from there, they went into new car productions. So it's grown quite a bit. And, of course, during this time, drag racing has gotten pretty popular.
Right, in the mid-'60s.
Yes.
Yep.
So a lot of the big three were pushing cars out there, performance cars. So they said, let's get in on this one. So I think they even had a shop car that they raced, local drag strip. I'm not real sure on that. But
I've heard
they did
that.
do some drag racing, though.
It's a tax write-off.
Yeah. Advertisement at the track was to say win on Sunday, sell on Monday type deal. But anyhow, they seen a good market there for that. One of their things that they was known for, they was one of the first dealerships with a dyno in-house.
A dynamometer?
Yes. So whatever the horsepower your car was rated for from Chrysler, they put it on the dyno and make sure it made that horsepower. If not, well, you don't get the car till we fix it where it does make it. And two, maybe a little bit more.
And especially back then, dealers typically did not have dynamometers.
No, very few people did back then.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and from there, I mean, they've got a lot of people. It's kind of like the Yenko Chevrolet. Mm-hmm. Everybody want to go there.
Yeah. So Mr. Norm is to Dodge Chrysler what Yenko was to Chevrolet.
Yes, and Shelby to Ford.
Right.
Deal. Mm-hmm.
Right. And so obviously he saw these cars that had horsepower that may have made what the factory said it did. And then he went, let's see if we can tweak it a little bit.
And I think in some instances, a lot of the factory numbers might have been a little over-ambitious.
Yeah.
And I guess...
or in some cases, under-ambitious, where the car was making, 400 horsepower, but they said in the book that it was only rated at 290.
Yeah.
And then Norm Krause and his team figured out, hey, with a little bit of finesse, a little carb work, a little ignition work, we can create that kind of power on these cars and sell something different than what you could buy at the Dodge dealer down the street.
Yeah. And, of course, there was a lot of street racers back then.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these guys would bring in there.
No.
Shh.
Exactly.
So
were you one of them?
No, I wasn't around driving a 65.
No?
Especially not in Chicago. But around the house, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But they would take and bring their car in there. And, of course, a lot of high-performance stuff that you could get from Chrysler. They would order it through there, kind of like a hot rod shop there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get performance parts there and bolt on. So.
And so they beefed up the factory cars.
Yes.
So you will go and buy a Coronet 500 at the dealership, and it's got what kind of motor? Were there several engines available for that car?
Definitely.
Yeah. And what does this car have?
This has the 426 wedge.
Okay, what defines the wedge?
The wedge is the way they designed the heads and the valve to the cylinders.
So this is before the Hemi or at the same time as the Hemi?
That's probably around the Hemi because they started Hemi productions back in, I guess, the second generation back in 62, 63.
Got you.
Because
was it a Hemi available in this car?
Not at the moment, no.
Yeah,
no.
Got it.
But what I understand, if you was a good known racer or person that connected, that's the word. You can go through the back door or something and order something a little different from Chrysler. It was common back then.
And Mr. Norm was also connected because some of the cars he sold, and I'm assuming this was one of them, because the 426 wedge probably wasn't a regular production option on this, that this was kind of I'll say in the Chevy world, it would be a COPO, central office production order. But he had a little free form of ordering powertrain packages through Chrysler that other people didn't because of his connections.
Yes, that's right.
And this would be one of those cars.
Yeah.
And then, too, back then, a lot of your drag racers went through the dealerships in the office, back office, whatever, and ordered these special cars, like they had the Max Wedge. It came with a lot more compression, 2.4s and so forth, and a lot more horsepower.
Let's get down to this car.
Okay.
Where did you find this car?
Actually, there was a guy I worked with back home that bought this car from somebody in Illinois. So I can't remember the guy's name. Anyhow, he had his plans.
Did he know it was a Mr. Norm car?
Yes, he did. Yes, there's a story from the guy before, my friend, that he put with it.
Got it.
So,
and was this car running at the time that you bought it?
No.
It was not.
It was just a roller.
A roller.
Yeah.
So it had no motor,
No motors in pieces on the floor.
Motor, transmission is out.
The transmission I rebuilt for him, I guess now it's probably 10 years ago, whenever he was working with me.
Yeah.
But it was the correct motor that was in
yes,
pieces and the
yes.
correct transmission.
Yes, correct.
That actually came in the car in production, which is important.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But you've completely redone the car since you bought the car.
Yes, correct.
From the all the way down to the frame.
Yes. Yeah, it's completely, everything's off the frame, the unibody, so forth, and everything's been completely gone through. All the bolts, everything, fasteners was documented whenever he pulled the car apart. So I got all these Ziploc bags with different car parts, nuts, bolts.
Is this the first time you've ever done a restoration like that?
No. My first one was probably about 17 years ago. I had a 67 Barracuda that I bought. And I drove it for 2 weeks and pulled it all apart and go through the whole thing complete.
So you're a Mopar guy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know who he needs to meet?
He needs
John
to
Hovis.
meet John Hovis.
Yeah.
At Hemi
The Hemi
Hideout.
Hideout.
I've heard of the place.
We need to connect you.
I've heard the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would
John would be in love with this car.
Yes,
Yeah.
he would.
Yeah.
And, it's right up your alley. What do you do for a living?
I'm retired now.
Well, okay. Lucky you.
No.
Were you in the oil business?
No. Well, I was in a refinery making plastics. I worked there my last 26 years.
Yep.
And other things, I started out pushing a broom in my uncle's mechanic shop.
So that's where you got the bug?
That's where I got the bug. He worked for the Dodge place. And
So that's where you got the Mopar bug.
Yep. So he wound up leaving and starting his own business. And all of his customers come to him because they knew he was good.
Yeah.
So we worked on probably 90% of our cars were Chrysler products.
How lucky are you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And
you live in Sulphur, Louisiana
Sulphur,
now?
Louisiana, correct.
Yeah. And wife, kids, family, everybody's there?
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
Everybody there is within, hour drive.
Hollering distance, as
Yes.
they say, so to speak.
Yeah.
So how long now has the car been restored?
It's been close to 3 years now.
Yeah. And you've shown it at some cruise-ins, and
Yeah.
you've showed it at some car shows, but not this big.
No, nothing big like this. It's just been local stuff within a, hour or 2 hours or so.
So to let everybody know that we kind of enticed Jim to come over because we wanted to pay for the entry fee for the car to be shown and to be in competition with others in its class. We have not seen any others in this class. And I asked somebody, have you seen it? No, I think that, as far as I know, it's the only one that's in the class. That means that's a trophy, my friend.
So in wheel time puts you on the map.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But we're really proud of the car through Mars and through you that you've come over here and shared all of this with us because I've never seen anything like this. It is beautiful.
Thank you.
And it's actually better looking than it came from the factory because I am of that era. And I can tell you that cars out of any manufacturer in the United States did not look like that.
The paint didn't look this good for production.
Yeah.
And we had pictures of it the last show we did when you were getting on the air with the Zoom. It doesn't justify. Those pictures don't justify this car. This car is gorgeous.
Yeah,
you have to see it in person.
And that interior is it's magnificent.
It has that 60s smell to it, too.
Yeah, whatever that is. Speaking of
Dawn and a chili dog.
yeah, exactly. The interior of the car, obviously, I mean, there are ways to do interiors. Aftermarket, there's also some available that you can actually get that were kind of like the original interior. Is that what that is?
This is from Legendary.
Who's Legendary?
Legendary is one of the top reproductions of automotive interiors.
Got you.
And they do a fantastic job. Mm-hmm. That's where I've been getting mine for my vehicles, and they do good quality
I mean,
work.
it looks, right out of the factory.
It does.
So they took all of the color swatches and everything and matched it perfectly. And all of the details, like, for instance, on the door cards, back they don't make them like that today.
No.
But all of the intricate metal work that's on, all of the
folding.
All of that sort of stuff. And it made each interior unique to the car, whereas today, you might as well just take
You just pour it in a plastic bowl.
So is this your only one? Your only piece of collection, or
No. I have several other ones. I've got the '67 Barracuda. Fastback.
Still have that?
I still got that one.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of it. My family would disown me.
Right.
Yeah, I've got a '68 GTS Dart.
Okay.
Big block. It used to be a drag car for years, and man, it was in sad shape when I got it, but I went completely through it. I've got a 1960. Well, my wife has a 1960 Nash Metropolitan. I just had to repaint it because some girl run into me earlier this year, but that's her car.
I see.
But, it's cute little car.
Interesting.
And I have one more fastback Barracuda that I'm going to do for my daughter.
How old's your daughter?
My daughter is 40, around 40, yeah.
Okay.
So each kid's going to get a car.
So what motor's in your fastback Barracuda?
360. It had the 273, and I just upgrade with the transmission, rear end, and motor and all. So it's a good traveling car. We've made several trips in that thing. Route 66 with the grandkids and all of that.
Oh, wow.
That is a blast of a car.
sounds like a Hot Rod Tour of Texas kind of car.
I just had that thought myself.
Yep.
Are you familiar with Hot Rod Tour of Texas?
No.
Well, that happens at the last weekend in April, and I think that would be something that you would really enjoy.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll get together. I'll give you all the information.
That sounds great. It's not too far away.
No, it usually starts in Victoria and then heads north up to Fort Worth, somewhere like that, and through the Hill Country, and a couple of 100 cars.
Oh, that sounds neat. Yeah,
you'd love it.
Sure does, yeah.
It's a lot of good fun.
That.
I don't want to kind of, put a squash on this conversation, but there's a fellow that's walking over to your left right now. His name is Larry Way, and he is with Autorama. And he got up early just for us, combed his hair, and came over here. And
Mr. Autorama.
Mr. Autorama.
Heavy on the Mr.
Mr. Auto, yeah.
So we're going to have you on whenever we get done and ready for you. But at any rate, I wanted to let everybody know that Larry Way is in the house.
Great.
So, but back to the car. You trailered the car over here, and I'm glad that you did, because the road between Sulphur, Louisiana, and Houston, Texas,
terrible.
It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
But you do drive this on the street.
Definitely. Most definitely.
This isn't
He drove
a
it in
trailer,
here.
But it isn't a trailer queen. It's a car that you'll take.
No, like
and
you're
cruise
saying,
around a
some
little
of the roads you go down the interstate, it's so terrible, and a lot of people get distracted, and so,
Yeah. Well,
gives it a little bit of protection.
Yeah.
So
he made it over here in the trailer, trailered by a Ram pickup truck. Is it a 3/4 ton?
No, half ton.
Half ton? And it did just fine.
It's not that
got a
blue,
Hemi in it?
The blue single cab out here.
No, it's the crew cab there.
Yeah. Very good.
So how long did the restoration take?
Well, this one went pretty good because a friend of mine had a lot of the items restored, collected, like the grill had already been done, a lot of the trim, and so probably about a year to do it. Of course,
really?
I was able to dedicate a lot of time because I was working.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
my first restoration, that was like 3 years, the Barracuda. Of course, I was working a job and, stuff like that. So.
We know how that is.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Spare time.
Yeah, spare time. That's correct.
Well, we sure appreciate the car, and we appreciate you and telling us the story and getting up to come over here and talk to us 2 hours before the show opens.
No problem.
and you got in.
Yeah.
You weaseled your way in.
I did. I had to tell them a story.
I can only imagine.
I had to do a little name dropping.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Don Armstrong.
No, David Ainsley.
No, I think it would be Mike Mars. He pulls all of the switches here. Not.
He plugs them all in.
He plugs them all in.
But I need a new wire.
Yeah, I need another connector. I need something. But anyway.
Well, your car is breathtaking.
Thank you.
I mean, that is such a cool looking car. And what's the color? What's the name of the color?
Medium turquoise.
Medium turquoise.
turquoise.
Boy, they went to all of this work for a beautiful car like that, and they named it medium turquoise.
Yeah.
But that's back in the 60s. That shade was relatively common across many
GM,
manufacturers.
That's correct. Now, the swatches in the trunk, man, there's a stack of colors that you could get for this year. It's unbelievable.
Really?
Oh, yeah. There's like 3 turquoise, there's 3 blues, 3 reds, and Yeah, it's a stack of colors.
That
And
is
same
so-
through the interior. All the nice detail interior stuff.
Imagine being a dealer. Well, let's see. Which one am I going to order from the factory today to put on the lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you know that colors, they are a certain area of town may sell a lot more blue ones than they do red ones. So that's what you order.
Yeah.
And the dealers know that. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jim, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thanks for sharing the car with us.
Yes.
Anybody that's out there listening, you need to come look at this car.
We may have you back in the 11 o'clock hour because we have it wide open. So
I'm here all day.
Yeah, you're going to be hovering today.
Yes.
Like a mother.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe not a mother, maybe a dad or something.
Yeah,
something
An
like
aunt.
that. Yeah. Okay. It's the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Thank you for joining us today. If you'd like to get in touch with us, we have an email address. It's called info@inwheeltime.com. Jeffrey has a feature this morning, and it is on being a shade tree mechanic.
That's right.
Now, we all kind of got our own idea of what that means, but Jeff is going to explain it to us.
Okay, we're going to get that started here right now. And what it is what it is.
What it is
what
is
it
what
is.
it is.
What is a shade tree
Football.
mechanic? Growing up around garages, cars, car people, the term shade tree mechanic got thrown around quite a bit. I'm going to go back to this shot here, guys, because my camera's all messed up. Time out.
Your camera is messed up?
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about the camera. Let's just hear about the story.
Okay. A shade tree mechanic is someone who works on vehicles in a driveway, home garage. Hold on, Don. My computer's messed up. Time out. You wanna move on?
But remember, this is an audio show. So
I know, but I'm in a commercial right now, so it's messed up. My bad. Time out. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, we'll just wait for you.
Okay.
Because,
It's not
we're
working.
with that kind of show.
But we have an extra hour today, so take your time.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
how
can
did
move you back to the fourth hour if you'd
the
like.
fifth hour? How did the phrase shade tree mechanic migrate in its origination? Well, the term became popular in the 60s and 70s and quite literally referred to the mechanic working on cars in the driveway underneath the shade of a tree. This was a time when mechanics could fit almost anything on a car with basic tools in their toolbox. It seems that people are always looking for a local shade tree mechanic to work on because of their cars and the high prices at the dealerships and all the other garages that are around you. The fact is, a shade tree mechanic is a very skilled person, and they have a lot of knowledge about cars. Some shade tree mechanics just work on their own vehicles or maybe do work for friends. Many, however, are skilled mechanics doing work part-time from the home for extra money.
On the side, sure.
On the side, yeah. The only way to find out if your local shade tree mechanic is any good, get some personal references. Talk to them about what they do to the car. You might be disappointed and regret it, but do your research. There's things you can do and find out. Is a shade tree mechanic trustworthy? No doubt there's some crooks in the world and rob you blind, but most people come in contact, they're car people. They're hardworking, they're honest folks, just trying to do things right. How much does a shade tree mechanic charge? Well, hourly rates for a mechanic vary depending on the location as a shop or an independent. But there's no way to determine what a shade tree mechanic charges, so it should be less than a local repair shop anyways. You can certainly make a good income being a shade tree mechanic if you're good at what you do. If you're going to do it as a business, there's additional business expenses. You got to get licenses. You got to make sure if you're doing it in the neighborhood, your Karen Association, whether they're allowed to do it.
Properly disposing of all the waste fluids.
No, yeah, right down the drain. If you're a hobby shade tree mechanic working on your own vehicle or those are your friends, you probably don't need to be insured, but, you take a chance, you've got to risk that. Running an auto repair shop, it involves other things as well. I mean, you got to pay for insurance and all that good stuff. How do you become a shade tree mechanic? Well, you start working on cars.
Find a tree.
Find a tree. And if you're good at what you do and you charge a fair price, the people will come to you. Now, I've got a shade tree mechanic guy down the end of my street. Doesn't matter what it is. He could be tubbing it out and putting an LS in it. It is a bottle of rum and $40. That's all he charges me. So it's good
Really?
stuff. Yeah.
Well, see, and I always thought shade tree mechanic had something to do with a tree that had a strong enough branch that you could hang a come along on it
that's the
and lift the engine out of it.
And I will tell you, one time we heard a story for months. We went up to Kirbyville, out in the middle of nowhere, because we heard that there was a car out there, a Hemi car out there, that the guy was selling the engine out of. We got there. This Hemi, a 426 Hemi, was literally hanging
in
from
the
a
tree.
come-along
From
in
a
the
Joshua tree.
That's what they used for an A-frame to pull the motor out.
Yeah. Well, that's that.
And it was still hanging there.
It was still hanging there. It was great. We just lowered it back down into the bed of my truck, and we took it home.
The story kind of
I've
remains
been
the
to
same.
Kirbyville. You have to plan to get there.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
not
We
a place
had-
you're accidentally going to go.
No. It was down dirt roads.
The story remains the same for shade tree, no matter what it is. But the pictures are different. I mean, there's guys full of grease hanging from trees and all, like you said, engines coming from different parts.
Well,
There
cool.
you go. Yeah.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
There was a little technical difficulty, but it is technical.
Did you get it all fixed?
No, but we're good.
Okay. Well, are we going to be ready for the next time?
Yes.
Or is this going to be
Yes.
an ongoing
No, it's
theme throughout the morning?
Well, we don't know yet.
Okay. Well, would you like to preview something for us?
Give it
We're
time.
good. We're good.
Give it time. Yeah, Mars, we're out of time. We got 1 minute to go before we're on the air. I know. I'm coming. I'm making it.
They're cooking something. You can smell it.
What?
Don't ask. I don't want to know.
There's a dyslexic thing going on here, obviously. All right. Larry Way is walking around, and we're going to bring him
Waiting
over
on
here
Larry. Yeah.
at the bottom of the hour here in just a couple of minutes. And we're going to have him sit in the hot seat, and he's going to talk about Autorama. Hey, the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. We also video stream on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com, and podcasts are now available on YouTube. I checked that out earlier today. That's kind of cool. So they're also available on over a dozen of the most popular podcast outlets out there. Pick one. You can find us there. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
Houston's finest cars are invited to another Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social, Saturday, December 2nd, and you're invited too. Show off your personal pride and joy, or just stop in to see the likes of Lucid, Lamborghini, Porsche, Ferrari, and more. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your one-stop shop for paint detailing, coatings, window tint, clear bras, and wheel repair. The Car Social is your opportunity to get a tour of this state-of-the-art facility located at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. It all takes place Saturday, December 2nd, 9 to noon. This is the perfect opportunity to connect with other car enthusiasts. From BMWs to Bentleys, Corvettes to McLarens, the Car Social is a different kind of show. Talk to the owners. See Gulf Coast Auto Shield's facility. You'll be amazed. Put it on your calendar now. The Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social, Saturday, December 2nd, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. We'll see you then.
Hey, Houston! America's greatest hot rod tradition is back! Thanksgiving weekend! The O'Reilly Auto Parts Autorama at the George R. Brown Convention Center. 4 action-packed days of hot rods, customs, classics, trucks, and performance cars. The ultimate lowrider showcase. Sponsored by Shorty's Hydraulics. See Lone Star Throwdowns, Texas-sized truck spread. And don't miss the traditional rod and custom section. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, see wild, high-flying freestyle motocross stunt shows. Shop the swap meet and women's world all weekend on the celebrity stage presented by Nick's Auto Repair and Classic Car Restoration. Friday, meet AEW Tag Team Superstars, the Lucha Bros. Saturday, it's Noel G, Hector from the Fast and Furious. Sunday, it's Lou Ferrigno, the original Incredible Hulk. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Autorama this weekend at the George R. Brown Convention Center. Discount tickets at O'Reilly Auto Parts, part of the Summer Racing Equipment Show Car Series. See Autorama.com for more info.
The original group of Loopy Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipes mean when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the original Loopy Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here's the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Loopy Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Speaking of original, nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Loopy Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Loopy Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Loopy's. It's located just off I-10 and the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggieland? Head to the Lupe Tortilla in College Station, located just around the corner from Kyle Field. It's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Headed east to Louisiana, stop in at the Lupe Tortilla in Beaumont. It too's on I-10. You can't miss it. The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants invites you in for the best Tex-Mex anywhere. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts.